Good morning, dear friends. My name is Malik Padgett, and welcome to another edition of the Morning Motivational Moment. So today's like no other day, no different than any other day, I should say. It's a day where you and I can just connect on this place we call the virtual sofa. The virtual sofa is a unique experience where you and I can just recap and regroup and connect from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, no matter where I am. I'm in Miami. I don't know where you are. But wherever you are, you can always connect. And when you connect, you can always talk to me direct. So you can go to the website, themorningmotivationalmoment.com, themorningmotivationalmoment, all one word, nothing in between.com. Once again, themorningmotivationalmoment, all one word.com, themorningmotivationalmoment.com. Go to the contact us section. Malik, get it right. Go to the contact us section and let me know what you think. Tell me exactly how you're feeling. If you have something that you want to critique, or you want to suggest, or you just want to give advice, as a wonderful teacher that you are, please do. We welcome any great advice. We're all students on this journey together, right? All of us are students. No one has ever arrived to their final destination to just be solely a teacher. We all teach. We all learn. We do this thing together. So today I wanted to talk about understanding the significance of, and we talked about this before, knowing how and when to say no. But that is so essential, can never be said enough. And I want to just illustrate that again today. Setting boundaries, people. And it's almost like it may be redundant at times, but it never gets old. And the reason why I say it never gets old, because we are constantly letting our boundaries down. We are constantly letting our guard down. We are constantly allowing other people to dictate our narrative. And so we have to stop. It's a grave injustice to them and to us. More importantly, to us. Because when we let our guard down and when we let our boundaries down and we don't set parameters, we allow people to take advantage. Sometimes they don't realize they're taking advantage. They think we're in cahoots because we seem to be agreeing with them. This is why we have to say no. Because when we don't say no, later on, it may turn into a major eruption of emotion between you and the other person or persons. And more importantly, your mental health is at stake. So having defined boundaries, knowing when to say no, and I don't care who it's to. It could be to children, it could be to parents, it could be to teachers, mentors, it could be to friends, it could be to relatives, it could be to work associates, it could be to an employer, it could be to anyone that is overstepping your boundaries. You have to put the mask on you first. If the plane is going down, they say put the mask on you first. So set boundaries for you that are conducive to what you agree with. And in exchange, we have to be considerate enough not to violate anybody else's boundaries. When they say no, we have to be critical enough, practical enough to say, you know what, I get it. If you can't do it, thank you. At least you heard me out. Or at least, even if they can't hear you out, maybe they're just stressed. Thank you, I know if you could, you would. Or, I thank you for being a friend regardless, even if you can't. Whatever the conversation, or however the conversation goes, be woman enough, man enough, or human enough. I like that word, human. Be human enough to just say, I get it, and thank you anyway. As well as we doing and setting the same boundaries for someone else. The reason why I definitely agree with setting boundaries is because later on you regret that you didn't, and we don't want to live with regret. And in addition to that, we feel like we have allowed someone else to speak our narrative, define the situation their way, control our lives. And there will be times when people will say things like, you're always controlling me, but you gave them the control. No one can control you without you giving the reins to them. You are the captain of your ship. You're in full control of your destiny. And when you give that destiny to someone else, you can't hold them at fault. You're at fault. I'm at fault. When we give our future, when we give the keys to our to someone else, we give them control. And no one should be controlling us. We should be free. Freedom, there's liberty, and there is peace and knowing how to say no. There is a peace that comes with saying no. And when we say no, it is the best thing that we could ever do. The most fulfilling moment of our life in saying no. Say no. Just say no. And your no has to mean no. Your affirmative, your yes, has to be a solid yes, so that you are fully aware, fully capable of knowing and acknowledging that you've made that yes. And that yes is coming from a place of intention. You intentionally said yes. And your no has to be no. And that too, your no too has to come from a place of intention, to where your no means no and you're okay with it. And even when, and even if, and even should you disappoint other people, so be it. Because it makes no sense to live in a place where you're totally unhappy, you're totally unfulfilled, you're totally disappointed, because you've given everything to someone else. And today you will not do that anymore, my friends, my family, my virtual sofa family members. We can't do that. We have purpose in this life. We have goals in this life. And many times, and I don't know if you ever heard the term soul ties. Soul ties are those soul relationships that you make with other people. Those soul ties. And they're so hard to break sometimes. It could be an intimate relationship between a husband and a wife. It could be between a girlfriend and a boyfriend. It could be between someone else's spouse, hopefully not. It could be between a pastor and yourself. It could be between anyone that you trust enough to give them the vulnerability of who you are. And you develop those soul ties. And sometimes when you say no, it's hard to say no because you've entrenched yourself in a soul tie. Sometimes you have to just break that. And it hurts to break a tie. Think about it. When you disconnect from something, or if you take something that is stuck together and disconnects, it comes away with a little bit of opposition, a little bit of force. Well, guess what? When you break a soul tie, it's going to hurt at times. But it's awesome. It is super important, because when you heal on the other side, you'll be glad that you broke it, because if it's not healthy, if it's not sustaining, if it's not mutually beneficial, break it and move on. The breaking process hurts. The breaking process sometimes will take the innermost core of you away. Sometimes you feel like you could be feeling like you're dying at times. But it's the breaking of a soul tie. Break them and let them go. And when you do break that soul tie, there's healing on the other side. Ask for an abundance of light and love, because light shines on dark places. We all have places where we can use some cleansing. Light shines on dark places, and love heals, delivers, and it sets free. Get set free. Illuminate yourself. Liberate yourself. Illuminate through light and liberate through love. Come on, people. We got to do this. Too much is going on in the world. There's too many places where we need to be. There's too many spaces where we need to be, doing our life's purpose, doing our life's goals, doing what we were called to this earth to do, and we're getting caught up and we're getting sidetracked. And time is of the essence. Time is the one thing that we can never get back. Don't lose time, please. Don't lose any more time. Say no, set boundaries, cut off soul ties. Say no, set boundaries, cut off soul ties. Say no, set boundaries, cut off soul ties. We have to do it. It's more important. I almost said it in Spanish. Muy importante. Muy importante. Very important. Cut off soul ties. Release people. Release yourself. Heal through love. Love heals. It liberates. It delivers. It sets free. Heal through love. Don't hold animosity. Don't hold pain. Don't hold resentment. That is not love, and that will cause you to have toxic energy. And toxic energy and stress leads to mental health and also physical health conditions, problems, issues. Heal with love. Shed some light on the situation. Ask for light. Ask for guidance. Ask for the universe to give you light, so that you can see where there is an issue of darkness or toxicity, and you can be relieved and set free through love. Light and love are healing mechanisms. Use them today. Use them for your advantage. Ask where if there is any darkness to be illuminated, and ask love to settle into those empty, voided spots where once darkness existed. You need something there, and it's called love. It's called love. It is the key to emotional, mental, physical health, physical freedom, physical independence, physical deliverance, mental deliverance, spiritual deliverance. Deliver yourselves today through an act of love and an act of light. Come on, we got to be vessels of light. I call myself a solar panel of light so that when I'm charged up, I'm solar powered to change someone else. I'm solar powered to change my environment. I'm solar powered to change myself. I'm solar powered to change everyone that I come in contact with, because I'm solar powered, because I'm a panel of light and I'm a beacon of love. Thank you for loving me, because I love you. And together there is nothing that we cannot do. There's nothing that we can stop anything. We control our destiny, but we have to know how to step foot into our destiny and not let others control us by words, by position, by manipulation, by authority figureheads. No one can control you. They cannot, because you say no. You set healthy boundaries and you refuse to allow anyone to violate that healthy space. No one violates that space. I decree and declare today that you and I are empowered enough to say no and not be violated by anyone. We will not be violated by anyone. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. And I know that's a double negative, but I meant not never, because it's super appropriate at this time. We will be violated never. Not now, not tomorrow, not never. Those boundaries are super important. So how are you going to establish those boundaries? First of all, you're going to sit into a still place and you're going to meditate. You're going to reflect. Reflection is super important. Look at the direction of your life. Is this the direction that you want your life to be headed in? If it is, then great. You have established your purpose. You know how to set healthy boundaries. You're moving to your destiny. Good for you. For some of us that are not, sit and reflect and say, this can't happen anymore. And today is the day that I draw the line. Today is the day that I set the boundary. Today is the day that I call that person up or persons and say, I can't do it. I can't do that memo for you that I promised. I can't get those brochures out for you that I promised because it's overtaking me. I can't go to the family event with you because it's overtaking me. I can't talk to this person anymore because it's overtaking me. This relationship is not healthy. I have to cut it off today because it's overtaking me. And I can't let myself be overtaken by anything because I'm in full control of this destiny. I'm in full control of this ship, and my purpose and destiny is being sublined, subtracted, or destroyed or circumvented because I'm fulfilling your purpose. I'm fulfilling your destiny. I'm making you happy at the extent of my own mental health and at the extent of my own happiness. And I can't do it anymore. And I'm okay with saying no. And if that means that you and I can't speak anymore or for some time to be, so be it. I love you, but I also liberate you to go your way. And I liberate myself to go my way. And if at some point we can regather and reconnect, great. But if we cannot reconnect, I love you. I will always love you, but I love you enough to let you go. And I love you enough to let you be liberated and be free and those choices that you decide. And I love myself enough to say, I can't do this anymore. And it's okay. Because I love me enough to heal, be delivered, and be set free, and learn and know and walk in my true purpose, my true destiny, my true design for being here. We all have one. My good friends. Come on, Malik, get the language right. Good morning. Sometimes without that cup of morning coffee, I'm not solely dependent on coffee. What about you? I can do tea, but I need something in the morning to kind of elevate me, to get me where I should be. And sometimes it's tea for me, or it's something. Sometimes it's just walking. Sometimes it's just thinking and reflecting. I'm not addicted to anything, so teas and coffees I'm not addicted to, and I don't want to be addicted to anything, but they are stimulants that do help. As long as they're not addictions. We got to walk with, sugar I'm working on. You know what they say, sugar is more serious than cocaine, and we have sugar in everything, and I like sugar, and I'm trying to walk away from sugar. At least the parts of sugar that are natural. The parts that we add, not the parts that come with like fruit. It's the parts that we add, the cakes, the pies, the cup of tea with more sugar than needed, those kind of things. Anyway, my good friends, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Remember, you can have whatever you want. Say exactly what you want and believe exactly what you say. You can have whatever you want. Say exactly what you want and believe exactly what you say. So if you say you want and you have a new car, say it and then believe you have a new car. If you need finances in order, say I have my finances in order. Believe exactly what you say. Because you can have whatever you want. Yes, you can. You can have whatever you want. You are the captain of your ship. You control your narrative. You're not waiting. You're not reactive to any situation. You're proactive. You set the groundwork. You set the position where you want your life to go. You create the space. The space is not created for you. You create it. And your universe and your spiritual energy will follow you. Don't let anyone create it. You have that much power. You really are. Know your place. Know your power. I'm Malik Padgett. You can always reach me at area code 305-209-8150. That's 305-209-8150. Or go to the website, themorningmotivationalmoment.com. Themorningmotivationalmoment.com. Go to the Contact Us section and leave a comment. Leave a suggestion. Teach whatever you think is good. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Come back again. See you. Ciao.